Yo, what's up YouTube? Back at you with another video. Didn't go for a stroll last night because I was actually tired. Yeah, I made a mistake. I thought I was still on like in the 50s as far as days are concerned, being off Kratom. And because I was just looking at, every 25th is, another month. But I didn't account for some days, or some months have 30 days, some months have 31, right? So actually today or yesterday was like 60 days. So it's been 2 months that I've been off the jump and haven't touched a glass or any alcohol in about 2 weeks. Like nothing. The idle hands is the devil's playground. So the thing you have to do is keep busy, because I noticed that anytime I would feel restless or like have nothing really to do, that's when it's like, yeah, I can go grab a shot. What's a shot, right? Especially when stress starts to build up again because you're living life again. But again, they're just fleeting. And when you look at all the benefits you've gotten since quitting, you kind of question yourself as to, well, why would I even go back to that? Because you already know what's waiting for you. And I can tell you now, is it possible to take a shot or a scoop and then, say, all right, I'm done here? Maybe. But I highly doubt it, because then it's going to be, oh, well, I did this, I didn't feel no withdrawal, it's all good. And then you take, before you know it, you're right back at square one. So at this point, it's best to just leave it all alone and just, deal with the suck sometimes. And as I keep mentioning, you're not going to be happy every day. You're not going to be happy every moment. Like that shouldn't even be an expectation. It really shouldn't. As far as, withdrawal's over, man. It's been over for fucking 40 days, but, you're gonna have to, man up or woman up or whatever. But there is no shortcut. There's no other remedy outside of time. And it's gonna suck. Like, you're gonna not sleep. Alright, so be it. Just, you gotta take it on the chin. Sometimes that's all you gotta do, man. Like, sometimes that's all you can do. And again, don't get discouraged by relapsing. That's just part of the journey. It's gonna happen. I think, I don't know the stats on it exactly, but I think anyone that's like, an addict or abused substances and they quit, I think a large percentage of them end up relapsing at one point or another. Yeah, it happens. But look at it like just, a bump in the road, and you get back up and dust yourself off and learn from your mistakes, because a relapse is just a mistake. That, it's just a lapse in judgment. I guess that's where the name comes from. But it's not as bad as you guys think it is, because once you're on the other side, that's actually a dangerous, place to be too. And that's what I talked about when I spoke on being addicted to withdrawal. And my buddy Keith, right? Keith the Great, or Keith Strong, Strong Ass Keith, his new name. He had mentioned how he got to a point where, like, he wasn't riding that wave anymore, because now he's normal, and that wave is addictive. Like, I guarantee, like, yo, I promise you, when you're when you're on the mend, and you have this motivation that's really indescribable if you haven't gone through it, because it's really just your body trying to, balance itself out, because you've been, riding low for, a couple of weeks dealing with kratom withdrawal or any withdrawal. And so then eventually, once your body becomes normal again, guess what? You don't have that same high or that same energetic motivation. And that's what I was talking about when I was saying that you can get addicted to that feeling. I'm not really at a point of, because I think I'm just numb, because I've been through too many, withdrawals, and they're just draining. So a lot of this stuff is kind of like familiar, which is good and also bad, because I know, what to expect. But then also things change as well. As it stands now, I'm just a little bit in a malaise a bit, because just don't have that added oomph that a substance provides you, but it's not worth what it takes away from you. It's like a credit card with a high ass interest rate. This motherfucker can't drive. Sorry. Look, here's the thing. It's nothing you can do about it. It's gonna suck. So if you guys are on day 1 through 4, 1 through 5, you're just gonna have to somehow power through those first 10 days, first 9 days, first week, whatever. And that's all you gotta do. You just gotta power through, and it's gonna suck. You're gonna, have the runs, you're gonna be weak, you're gonna be shaking, you're gonna have teary eyes, you're gonna be nauseous maybe. I didn't really get nauseous, I just felt weak, and the lethargy was killing me. And you'll find yourself having dark thoughts, depressive thoughts. You'll be sneezing like 3, 4, 5 times in a row. And you're gonna have just an overall lack of motivation to do anything, right? And when you break it down, all the things I just mentioned, yeah, it sucks. It's an annoyance. But that's really what it comes down to. It's an annoyance. And it really does suck. But once you get on the other side, man, it starts to suck a lot less. And you're gonna catch like a runner's high when you reach your stride, when you hit your stride and you start getting yourself on the mend. Your body's gonna reward you for that, man. And you can leave this stuff alone, man. And also, you look at like there's so many things that'll happen. Like your money is gonna look better, because think about all the money you spend on this nonsense. Like that to me, man. Like damn. I'm like, if I really break it down, I don't even want to talk about it, man. I could have easily have an extra fucking $20,000 as opposed to being like, I don't even work OT here to make up for this here. It's like, what the hell was I thinking? Fucking idiot, man. And if y'all are still on this junk, man, y'all are fucking idiots too. And I mean that in the most loving way. Trust me, I do. But I'm sure even when you're up at night twitching and flopping like a fish, tell me you don't feel like a fucking idiot and wondering what the hell was I thinking. I know that's what I was thinking. And then eventually, you just start thinking like, all right, man, it can't last forever. And it doesn't. It really doesn't. Like I said, you just really got to make it a week. And it goes in threes, guys and gals. It goes in threes. So the first 3 days are going to suck. The next 3 days are going to suck, but a little less. And then the next 3 days after that, you're on the mend. And then by the second week, man, like once you get to like days 10, 11, and onward, it becomes a lot easier, man. It becomes a lot easier, and here's the thing too, man. Like once you start sleeping again, man, that's the best. That's the best. And it's the little things that you got to think about when you're like even considering a relapse. When you get some time under your belt, just think of all the little things that you no longer have to worry about, and it kind of keeps you on the straight and narrow. I'll tell you. And then obviously, the gym is the ultimate remedy. And that's actually what I feel that, what I think addicts have to do is, I don't think you'll ever get get away from the like, if you're an addict, you have a certain type of personality, and that never leaves you. All you have to do is like anything else, like any weapon, or you just have to aim it at the right place. And so you got to switch addictions. So if you're addicted to a substance, now you got to become addicted to the gym, you know, or a hobby, you know, or you know, be health conscious. It's you pretty much have to just trick your brain into, or just, you know, again, just aim it at the right place. You know, that's it. Because I'll tell you, like, my personality is what it is. It's always go big or go home. And it's like, that's what addicts do, man. Like, you know, or people with that sort of personality type, that's what we do. Where it's like, you know, well, if 2 shots does this to me, then 4 shots will be even better. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's insane. However, if you're in the gym and you're saying, well, hell, if I can lift 100, then, you know, 150 is right around the corner. And it's like, it's, you know, a gift and a curse. It's a gift and a curse. But I tell you, man, it's just, whatever you think you're feeling on that stuff, whatever you're taking it for, because you're going to get to the point where you're not even taking it to get high, or, you know, because you don't even feel it anymore. You just want to use it so that you can function. And again, that's when you realize that you're abusing it. That's when you know you're abusing it. And honestly, Mr. Key says something also where he's like, he doesn't consider himself an addict. And I can understand that and respect it, and I actually agree with it. You know, but you just have to be careful, because that demon is always, you know, wanting to be unleashed. But in each passing moment that you're not that, you can't be defined by that anymore. You know, and that's how I feel. That's how I feel too. Like, I don't feel I'm an addict at this moment. I feel that I have an addictive personality, and I'm taming it. And each moment that passes, it gets a lot easier. You know, if I wasn't making these videos, I don't think I'd be thinking of Kratom at all, or wine for that matter. But it comes at certain times where it's like, when you do things that you used to do on the jump, and you're not on the junk anymore, it's like a passing thought where it's like, oh yeah, I used to do this. But again, just stay busy, man. Stay busy. And start making goals. And I'll tell you another thing that helped me, man, early on was making these videos. I'll be honest with you, because it was a way of holding myself accountable, man. And, you know, to you know, read comments from here and there, and, you know, to have you know, like a Keith, I gotta stop saying the Kratom part because he's no longer on it. But to have somebody like that could be a, you know, inspiration to other people as well as myself, and, you know, to have somebody that's in the trenches with you and know exactly what, you know, you're going through. I mean, that's all you can ask for when you're trying to quit this. And, you know, if I could be that for someone else, then, man, so be it. So be it. Because, I mean, look, it's not even that long. Because if you stay on the stuff, before you know it, it's going to be New Year's. And you're still going to be on. Whereas if you just made the right choice now, by the time New Year's come or Thanksgiving come, it's a distant memory for you. And here's the other thing. You'll laugh at some of the nonsense you was thinking and doing. Like, not out of, like, because it's funny, but because it's just so goddamn ridiculous. You know, but that's all I got. That's all I got. Just wanted to check in on y'all, let y'all know that it's been 2 months free of this nonsense, and I don't miss it. I don't want it. And onward to the next month, man. And that's what happens. The further you get away, man, the less you count days. And it's more, you know, you take a more macro perspective, I suppose. You know, so with that being said, good luck to y'all, and quit. Cut the bullshit out. Stop being a punk. All right? Peace.